This video shows macOS users how to install the notebook software needed to run the Jupyter notebooks. So step one, you want to install something called Anaconda. Anaconda is a Python distribution. It has a lot of other bundled software with it. One of the things it has bundled with it is Jupyter Notebook. So you want to do that. So go to anaconda.com. Click, you can get rid of this if you want. Get started. And then download the Anaconda installers. Scroll here. You want to download Anaconda Individual Edition. You can run this from the installer. You don't have to save the file. So just click OK. You can ignore this part, the thing that pops up on your web browser here. You'll get a few prompts. You can just click Allow. And now the installer will run. You can read the licensing agreement if you like. Click Agree. You want to install only for you, right? Don't try to change the installation location. And then the installer will run. You may get some prompts as it runs. When you get to the Pycharm page here, you don't have to click that link. Pycharm is just a IDE for for developing Python code. So just continue. You don't need to read these because we're not really using Anaconda. We're only using it to get access to the Jupyter notebooks. So you can close that. And then you can move the installer to the trash. We're now done installing Anaconda. So we want to install beakerx. So you want to go to beakerx.com. The installation instructions are down here under documentation. You need to type these 4 lines into a terminal. So if you've never used the terminal before, type, I forget what the key's called, command in Mac, I guess, space to bring up Spotlight search, and then type terminal. Press enter. That will open up one of these. If you've installed Anaconda correctly, you will see that on your prompt, right? So it should say base. If you don't see base, it could be the case that you already have a terminal open when you installed Anaconda. So close the terminal, go to shell and open up a new window, right? So it's important, right, when you open up a new terminal that you actually see base because that indicates that Anaconda was correctly installed. If you don't see that, you should reinstall Anaconda. Now, you want to copy these 4 lines, right? So installation with Conda. You can either copy and paste these or you can type them in. Let's try copying and pasting. So this will actually, yeah, it's going to go out to the internet and it will download some packages. This isn't the main installation. Okay, so that should take a few seconds to run. Next, you want the next line. So source activate beakerx. I'm just going to type this one in. Again, you just copy and paste it from the web page. And then the next one you'll want to copy and paste because it's too long to type. And then finally, the last line is the one that actually does the installation. And this one will take a little while to run. So press enter. So you're just going to see this spinning little icon go for a while. So this will take several minutes. You'll see stuff like this, solving environment failed. That's fine. It's going to try to figure out how to fix the problem. And it'll take probably 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to run, I guess partly depending on how quick your internet connection is. Once it's done running though, you'll have installed all of the software that you need to view the notebooks. I'll quickly show you how to open up the notebooks once beakerx is installed, although there is a separate video for this as well. All right, we're back with the installation. beakerx looks like it's installed cleanly. I'm going to close the terminal and open up a new one. You can probably just use the old terminal. So this is what's going to happen. I'm just showing you what to do when you want to actually use the notebooks. All right, so every time you want to use the notebooks for the course, you need to open up a terminal. And then you need to type in the following commands. So you want to type in conda, C-O-N-D-A, activate beakerx. So this activates the Python environment that contains the beakerx kernels that we just installed. Once you've done that, you want to start up the Jupyter Notebook program. So that's Jupyter, Jupyter, and then notebook, and press enter. And a web browser should open up and you should see something like this. Now, don't close this terminal. So whatever you do, don't press the red button while you're using the notebooks. If you do, that'll shut down the notebook server and your notebooks won't work anymore. Assuming everything has worked correctly, you should see beakerx right here to indicate that you actually have the Java kernels that you need. Now, you need to obtain the course notebooks. So that's on OnQ. If you go under content and look for the notebook files, you'll find out how to download those. So you can download them from a zip file or you can use Git to get them. I've already got them installed on my computer. So I'm not going to show you how to download them. Under Documents, I've got, you can see I have several course directories, right? So if you're in CMPE 212, right, you'll want to make a CMPE 212 directory under your Documents folder, and then in here you want to put the notes. If you're in CISC 124, you want to make a CISC 124 directory under Documents and put the notes inside there. So let's just do this for CMPE 212. Right, you can see I have another folder here, and you want to find the notes folder somewhere. I think I mistakenly say you should get a notes folder. I think what you actually end up with is a folder that looks like this. And then you want to find the file called toc.ipynb. Right, and click on that, and there are your notes. Right, so to use the notebooks, you can just click on whatever notebook you want to read. There's a separate video that actually shows you how to run code in a notebook and edit a notebook. And that's the end of this video.